Today I want to show you a little bit about how to batch send and batch renew medications. I've been out working with providers and watched them as they have renewed and sent in each medication individually, which certainly can be done, but it's a slower process than by trying to do it all as a batch. So when I mean batch sending, what that means is highlighting multiple medications and either renewing and sending as a group. So to do this, you have two choices. It automatically highlights the very first one in the list. You can go to the bottom one and hold the shift bar down at the same time and click, and it highlights all of them. The alternative way to do this is to use the control button, and then you can click on each one and it will hold it. Now, where the control button has its usefulness, let's say you don't really need to do the Keflex, but you want to do the other ones. By keeping that control button clicked, you can highlight multiples, but maybe not every one that's consecutive. So as you can probably see here, I went ahead and already did a renew, but let's say you wanted to do all 5 of these as renew. Now, you highlight all 5, you'd simply click on renew. It will renew all 5 of these exactly as they were done before. So if, for example, you did need to tweak the Keflex or the lisinopril, you wouldn't want to try to renew them all as a batch because you can't make any modifications. It just renews them as is. So now that we've gotten to that point, let's say I want to send them. You've got all 5 highlighted. Click on send. It now brings all 5 of these into the send box. So they're teed up and ready to go. Now, where sometimes I see people make a mistake, let's say the patient tells you that they want these to go to Publix instead of CVS. So great. So you go in here to try to be nice. And you go ahead and you click on that one. And you think, all right, here we go. I'm ready to send these in for the patient. Well, the problem is you can see that only Keflex was highlighted. So if you scroll over, what you'll find is that only Keflex changed, and the rest of these are still listed to go into CVS. Obviously, this creates a problem. I did this a bunch when I first started with the cab, and what would happen is one prescription got to the right place, and the other prescriptions ended up in the ether somewhere. So if you realize after the fact of, crap, I didn't do this, I find personally the easiest thing to do is just cancel out, go back and highlight them all again, do send. Now this time, come here and make sure likewise that you've highlighted all of these. Go again to change. And now when you scroll over, you'll see that all 5 prescriptions are ready to go to the Publix pharmacy. Now, if the patient tells you that this may become one of their regular pharmacies, one other thing you can do, manage patient pharmacies. Go in here, and just like we did before, and you can add this. You could even, if they're like, oh yeah, and I'm going to have to start using Express Script, sorry. And so now it's already built out. You can save this, and if you needed to now in the future, you can click on this and toggle between all 3 of these depending on which one they want to do. Hopefully this helps you batch send prescriptions, which certainly will free up some time. Also shows you a place where at least I made a whole lot of errors. You guys may have figured this out already. Thanks.